And now, Local 3 Sports with Sports Director Pete Francis. Brought to you by Northern Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance.
The Ishpeming Hematites have made the state finals 3 years in a row. And this season, the Hematites are reloading.
The Ishpeming Hematites lost 16 starters from last year's state finals team, but this situation isn't new for the Hematites.
It's very similar to last year. Last year we had to replace 17 starters. This year we have to replace 16. Last year we knew we were replacing them with good kids. This year we know we're replacing them with good kids. So it's not so much, they want to create their own identity. We're going to have the same identity. We're going to do a lot of the same things, but they want to win.
One player that will be back and has experienced nothing but winning is senior quarterback Ozzie Court.
He's a great captain, great leader, and throws a good ball, and he's a great friend on the team.
I think he's a really good leader and teammate. He's a really good runner too. He's really good at running the ball, and he can really get the team going.
Leadership, athletic ability, and he's going to work just as hard as everybody else. So he's not that prima donna type attitude. He's going to be physical with people. He's going to get his nose dirty. So the kids see that, and that makes them want to work that much harder too.
Part of the Hematites' winning formula is work ethic, and the competition level at camp is high.
Everyone's competing. No one's slacking off because everyone's job is open right now, and everyone's just competing for it.
We're always coming after people, and we're always looking to win. So we're gonna keep trying like we always do, and we'll see what happens.
They want to get better. They want to compete. We got some good kids going against some good kids, and they're competing at it. They don't put their head down yet. They haven't pouted, so they keep coming back for more. And they're like sponges. They want to work. They want to get better.
Ishpeming will open up the season at home August 28th against Iron Mountain.
After returning to the playoffs last season, it came as a bit of a surprise when Westwood coach John Jessen resigned. An now familiar face has taken his place.
Scott Sergel has spent 15 years as an assistant with Jeff Olson at Ishpeming. Now he's returning as the head coach to his alma mater, the Westwood Patriots.
Jeff's been my biggest influence probably in my career. Not only showed me X's and O's of football and taught me how to deal with kids, and he showed me a lot, he really did. He's got an offensive defensive system that I believe in, that I've seen evolve over the years, and we're going to look a lot like him. We're going to have our own identity and some changes, some small, some big. We'll be back in the I formation.
Sergil's approach to the game is one his players have already taken to.
Seems like he's making a lot of positive changes to our program and the way we're running our offense and defense now. I think that it's a lot easier to get the handle on the way we're running things.
We got a chip on our shoulder. We got a new coach, a very dedicated coach that's going to work hard, and we got players that are going to work hard for him.
He changed everything from us, ranging from our defensive practices, our offensive practices, and even our endurance at the end. I really love him.
With the departure of Trevor Burke, one question is, who will start at quarterback?
We got Gray at quarterback. You also got Wing at quarterback. It's a little bit of a battle. I'm not 100% sure yet who's going to be our quarterback. We're letting those two battle it out. But what's nice about it, they're both versatile kids that can play just about anywhere for us.
The new head coach does have the benefit of 5 senior linemen and one of the best backs in the Mid-Peninsula Conference, Brandon Benda.
I had to coach against them the last couple of years, and he was a tough football player to stop, offensively and defensively. I'm glad he's on my team this year. He's a quiet kid, but he's a quiet leader, and when he does speak up, kids listen, so he's very much an asset to our team.
The Patriots open up the season at home Saturday, August 29th against Shetek Weyerhaeuser.
It's been 4 years since Iron Mountain won the Mid-Peninsula Conference, and after a second-place finish last year, the Mountaineers are looking for more.
The Iron Mountain football team has one immediate goal in 2015, beat Ishpeming.
Teams in the Mid-Pen Conference have been chasing them for a couple of years now. They're the first game on our schedule, so that's priority number one. That's what we're focused on right now, is to be 1-0.
Ishpeming's definitely the most important game yet. They came here last year and they performed well, and we didn't get to their level. This year is going to be different.
Our biggest goal is definitely to win the Mid-Pen Championship. I think that'd be a great goal. I mean, beating Ishpeming for it. I mean, they've been winning it past 3-4 years now, and I think being Mid-Pen champs would be a great feeling for all of us.
Iron Mountain is known for its smash mouth style, and that starts with senior back Justin Rock.
He's a very bullheaded kid, but it helps a lot because he does what's needed to be done, hard work and everything.
he really loves the game of football. All winter he was weightlifting for football. He was in the gym working on his skills, and he brings a lot of energy, enthusiasm. He brings us up when we're down. He always, come on, next play. He's a great kid, great leader.
The Mountaineers also have a leader in senior quarterback Tanner Houghton.
He's going to be a 2-year starter at quarterback for us as of right now. He's voted as a team captain. He has the ability to run and throw, so we're looking for big things out of him. I'm sure he'll be on everyone's radar, as he should, because, like I said, he has the ability to make plays, and we're looking forward to a good year from him.
Iron Mountain opens the season on August 28th at Ishpeming.
The Forest Park Trojans have won the Great Western Conference 12 of the past 15 years, but now the Trojans are making a move.
Ready, go!
With the new season approaching quickly, Forest Park faces a new challenge in 2015, joining the Mid-Eastern Conference.
It's a good thing for us. You have a concrete schedule that way. We know that some of the teams in that conference already, we played against them in the past. Munising, of course, we played last year. Newberry, it's been just a couple of years ago we played. So I think it'll be a good fit for us.
Another challenge for the Trojans will be staying healthy.
That'll be the struggle, and we got a lot of two-way players, and everyone's got to stay healthy, everyone's got to stay in shape, and then if that happens, we should have a good shot at another good year.
We are so thin on numbers that is going to be the biggest key to our success, I think, is just trying to stay healthy. And football is an aggressive game, and you know that you're going to have injuries. You just hope that you can make it through.
Forest Park also has to replace Small School Player of the Year, Lee Graff, but the Trojans believe they have just the guy to fill the void.
Daniel Nasserini, he's been on varsity since he's a freshman, but this year he's our tailback, and he's going to really step it up. He's a really good player. He has a lot of heart. He's a big guy. He's really fast. He's just a perfect football player.
He's a junior, and I think he's ready to assume the leadership role that we've typically seen in the tailback position.
There's no way to replace Lee, but it's going to be a committee in the backfield this year, and we're all going to work harder, try to replace him in different ways, get better at different spots.
Another player the Trojans have high hopes for is senior quarterback Connor Keserly.
I think this year he has a lot more confidence. He's been throwing the ball very good early, so I'm expecting a big year for him.
The Trojans kick off the season August 28th at Bark River Harris.
The Kingsford Flivers are a perennial power in the UP, and while last season didn't meet the Flivers' expectations, this year could be different.
Go! After a 4-5 season last year, Kingsford looks to get back to its winning ways with a balanced attack.
I think we're going to run well. We've got a little more size than we've had the last couple of years, so I think a balance and a good solid defense and a balanced offense.
We have a lot of speed, so if we can really utilize that running and passing, because we have a bigger line than we've had before, so if we can keep our speed together and pound the ball with some of our bigger backs and get our linemen going through, we'll be fine.
One obstacle the Flivers face is a tough schedule.
Our big test is going to be early. We're going to find out what we're made out of right out of the gate, and we just have to go from there.
We have West Appear coming here, and then we have a big long road trip to DeWitt. So we want to come out strong, get those first two under our belt.
Oh, it's going to be exciting games. We got some tough games early on, and it kind of gets back to our usual schedule later in the season with our conference games. Hopefully we can win the conference this year.
2015 could also be a special year for senior quarterback Brandon Kwalikowski.
He put a lot of time in the offseason as well. He was going to camps all over. I know he was down in Ann Arbor at University of Michigan's camp. He was spending time in Green Bay with the coach. He's been all over the offseason. He's got a strong arm and he's quick as can be.
Chemistry is another strong point of this year's team.
We show up like an hour and a half early and we're just in the locker room just talking and listening to music and stuff, and we like to be around each other.
We're listening to music, we're talking about the upcoming day. The position players are kind of hanging around each other talking about plays they're struggling with. We're helping each other out, trying to make everyone better.
The Flivers open the season at home Friday, August 28th against West Appear.
The high school football season begins in just 8 days for the Houghton Gremlins, and with the new season comes a fresh start.
Box head, hut! Run out!
After winning just 3 games last season, the Houghton Gremlins want other teams in the Westpac Conference to know
we're going to come out ready. We're going to come out ready.
And while the Gremlins have only had 1 winning season in the past decade, that's something they're ready to change.
After kind of a disappointing season last year, we're hungry to get better, hungry to win.
Hopefully winning a lot more games than we did last year, and
getting a good, consistent group and building the program still.
Just trying to pick up our intensity level. We have a real young group of skilled players, and they really don't know the level and the speed that this game's going to come at them. So it's really just trying to get them up to speed with what it's like to play on varsity.
And part of getting better for the Gremlins is about improving the team's mental game.
Offense and defense, pretty much between the years, getting better mentally. We all have the physical ability to do what we want. We just got to get better mentally.
Like everybody up here in the UP, there's usually not one dominant player, so every game you have to play your best game, and I think that gives us an opportunity to win every game as well.
The Gremlins open the season Friday, August 28th at home against Lons.